Hello and welcome to the Big Fact Podcast, the podcast dedicated to the world's most mind-blowing facts. I say mind-blowing. What I really mean is just pointless. Hi, I'm Susan Owens.
And I'm Tom Willits, and each week one of us will bring to the table 3 facts on a specific topic.
But there's a catch. One of the facts is completely made up. It is up to the other host to decide which fact is fact and which is a big fact lie.
So you did very well last week.
Yeah.
I've actually been fuming about that all week.
I know. Well, I'm sneaky.
Yeah, really sneaky.
I'm deceptive, and I don't know if you are.
By the way, did anyone at home listen to the podcast last week?
Yes, of course. Obviously, my parents did.
Did they enjoy it?
Yeah, they love it. They love it. Not you. They like me though.
No, what they said?
Yes, yeah. They said, "Who is that? He's so annoying." Yeah. They hated it.
The reason I ask whether the lovely Janet and Alan, who I met, didn't I last?
You did, yeah. When they came to the office.
Yeah, that was fun. The reason I asked whether they listened to it or not was because basically that now means that we are an international podcast.
Because we're in Ireland.
Yeah, we're big in Europe, baby.
Yeah, we're actually taking on forget about those queues at the airport, girls.
Yeah,
sailing straight through it. That's it.
Amazing.
Global.
We're basically, and don't sort of come at me for saying this because I haven't researched it, I haven't looked it up, but I think, and I can say with quite a lot of confidence, I think we're the number 1 facts-based podcast in County Wicklow.
You would think that, but my neighbour, I stole this idea from my neighbour. So.
You heard him recording.
Yeah. I thought, oh my God, that's such a good idea. I wrote it down. Whoa.
Take it to the UK.
Took it international, baby. Yeah, we probably are.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Hello, Europe.
Hello, Europe.
All I can say.
Big Fact Podcast calling. Here we go. Let's do it.
So I've gone and found 3 TV-based facts.
Yeah, so this week is all TV.
Mm-hmm.
You got to trick me because at the moment I'm winning. So
yeah,
you got to chase me up the leaderboard there.
So I did what you did last week, and I asked AI to find my facts because actually it's so easy and it's so like conversational. You literally just open a web chat with this being.
It's like dating. You could try and do it organically and meet someone at a bar, but at the end of the day, the apps are quicker. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you end up just...
I wouldn't know, but...
Talking to a computer.
Talking to a computer.
3 a.m.
Give me another one. I don't like that one. Give me another one.
But I don't know if you found this. So I had one chat open with ChatGPT, and I was like, so give me an amazing fact about TV. Blah, blah, blah. And then I said, now give me a fake fact about TV.
Yeah.
Gave me a fake fact, got all that sorted. Lovely job. Then I went back to finding another real fact. But then like later down the line in the conversation, when I kept just going, give me another one, make it more amazing. Give me another one, make it more unbelievable. Another one. It gave me a fact and I was like, Jesus, this is an amazing fact. This is the best fact I've ever read in my life. And then I just went, is that true? And it literally went, no, sorry. I've given you a fake one. And I was like, you fucking joking.
What? So it tricked you?
Yeah.
Why?
I was like, why am I being tricked by a machine?
Why did it trick you? I don't understand why it did that.
I think it's because at the top of the chat, I'd already spoken about, I'd asked it for a fake one. So I think when I then said, give me another one, like 4 hours later.
I'm starting to sweat thinking about Jaws next.
It kept thinking that...
what if my Jaws fact is
maybe
true?
It's giving you, maybe that was fake.
Oh, no.
But I was like, what? I've wasted so much of my time. And literally you're just like, nah, that was not real. Sorry about that.
So do we think that AI is developing personality?
Maybe.
That's not good. If they're developing like feelings, that's really bad.
I did feel like I was kind of being screwed over a bit. I felt like I was the victim of a prank.
He did make a complete mug out of you, and like I'm not gonna lie, he actually made you look like a fool.
I was sitting there like, actual fuck. Why are you doing this?
Did you threaten him though?
No,
him.
Do you ever swear at it? Because I swore at it.
No, I've sworn at my Siri before, but
oh yeah, no.
That's because he can't understand, even though it's an Irish voice, which I said last week. But he can't understand that if I say set a timer for 13 minutes, that I don't mean 30.
Right.
And it's very irritating. I'm like, we have the same accent. So what's the point in you having my accent if you can't understand when I'm saying 13 or 30?
We've got a Google Home at home, and it controls some of our lamps and stuff. And I listen to a bit of music on it, fine. But I think it has incredibly selective hearing. Incredibly. If it just doesn't want to do something, it will just pretend it can't hear you.
Is that the one that can like randomly drop into other people's Google Home? Or is that Alexa?
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't read about that, but maybe it can. I'm not sure. But it's I find it really annoying. And then in the end I'm like, fucking shut up! Like, just Turn it off. It's so annoying. But we find that it listens more to me than it does to Sabrina.
So it's a misogynist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She'll be like, Google, and she's really nice to it. She's really polite. will you please play this? And it just won't bother listening to her.
Sad.
Google, will you please? And then I'm like, Google.
She's so nice.
And he goes, of course. Sabrina's like, what the hell? What?
So she likes to be treated badly.
Yeah, she loves it.
That's weird.
Yeah, she's David.
Sabrina's too nice.
Yeah.
And you're horrible. You're talking to it like it's a dog. It's so bad. It's not a dog.
Yeah, well, I mean, it gets the job done, doesn't it? So
That's it. Well, you heard it here first. AI is making a fool out of you, but your Google Home is misogynist. So
yeah,
you can't have it all.
No,
Can't have it all. Right, hit me with a fact.
okay.
Hit me with it.
Right. So do you watch a lot of TV?
Oh, yeah. So I watch so much TV. Like, I'm obsessed. So I have been watching TV my whole life.
Yeah.
As one is, always watching TV. But I'm one of those people, like, I went through a period of time of watching old 90s sitcoms, do you know, phases, these kind of things. Binging old series on Netflix, the likes. I like to always have a bingeable series on the go, whether I've seen it or not, like just a new one. Like at the moment, I just finished watching Blackish. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, and then it has a spin-off, Grownish, which I'm about to finish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good shows. But I like to have something like that. It's got like 8 seasons in it. The episodes are 20 minutes long. You just kind of rattle through that while also having the shows you watch like weekly and stuff.
What's TV like in Ireland? Is it like, do you get the British stuff?
Oh,
or
Jesus. Yeah, we do. Not all of it,
so it's a
obviously.
valid question.
But you made it sound like you banged the side of your giant,
well, maybe.
big box.
Well, like when you go to like France and all they're really showing is either like crappy American sitcoms that are dubbed over in French or like the endless reality TV that the French have.
Yeah, so obviously...
What do you have in Ireland? Is it just like...
So in the Republic, we
River
don't...
Dance?
Just hourly.
Do you sort of... You know how like some news channels will start the day with the national anthem?
No, but we do have the Angelas, which is the bells. So the bells will, like the church bells.
Oh.
At 6 o'clock.
On TV?
Go. Yeah. And there's it's like,
a bit like Hunger
really,
Games.
I know, it's quite, it's awful. There's these quite like iconic shots of like, it'll be someone washing their dishes and they'll hear it and they'll just be like,
oh my God.
and then the kids are playing in the park and they'll suddenly go, oh, the Angelas are playing. That kind of thing. That's the vibe. That's literally only for that bit. Obviously, I don't know, do you guys have mass, like church or whatever will be shown on TV as well? I think we do that.
No, we have like songs of praise.
Yeah, it's similar to that. Other than that, like we don't pay in the Republic, we don't pay into the BBC. So we don't we have the BBC and its channels, but we can't like pause it.
We're not paying for it.
Yeah, I know, but we can watch it. We can watch it live. We can't have access to the player and we can't like pause the TV. No, what am I talking about? You can pause the TV. You can't go to the player and watch it on catch up. You can obviously pause your TV. That's what you paid for. But
so,
yeah.
Sorry.
So you can record it, but you can't, whatever.
So I pay my license fee.
Yeah.
Like a good British citizen.
Same.
And all of the BBCs just being zapped over to Ireland where you're all getting it for free.
Yeah. There's loads of use. Do you know what happens with our public service broadcaster, aside from where all the money goes, which read the news, they literally... there's not enough money. Like, we could all pay our license fees. That's great. There's still not enough money. You're still watching ads. So if we still have to suffer, we should be entitled to watch a bit of the BBC. Just a bit of the BBC. We can't even get on the player. If you miss an episode of Call the Midwife, that's it. It's like the 80s.
You want absolutely everything.
Yeah, and then, everything else is normal. Oh, except we don't have ITV.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
What are you missing on that? Hands and Deck?
Yeah, I mean, we do... we just have them, but we have them on Virgin Media.
Oh, fine. So literally great.
Yeah, it's just that's the same. It's just not.
It's still free.
Yeah, who cares? I don't even live there anymore.
All right, so let me just hit you with fact number 1 then. Let's get straight in. Okay. Do you watch Friends?
Yeah.
Good. So the role of Ross Geller in Friends was originally...
A controversial character.
I wouldn't know. I don't actually watch Friends that much. God, I'm really not coming across any good lie, am I?
You sound like so shit crack. Do you do anything?
Yeah, it is so boring.
Who's never seen Friends?
I've seen it. It's not like I've never seen it. I'm aware of Friends. I've seen oh my God, I know who Ross is. I don't know why he's a controversial character, but we didn't do it.
Just tell me.
It's so boring.
Just tell me.
Anyway, so his role was originally offered not to the man who played him, but to the man who voices Homer Simpson.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so his name is
does he look like?
Hank Azaria. He voices like loads of characters in The Simpsons. So he does obviously Homer, Moe, Chief Wiggum. He used to do Apu before people realised that was probably a little bit racist.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
and actually, I think he was the one who said, I shouldn't be playing this role anymore. So fair play, well done, Hank.
God, what a good guy.
Yeah. And actually, interestingly, he then appeared in 5 episodes of Friends as David, who was Phoebe's on-off love interest.
Why am I Googling what? I know David. I know
Right.
David. So Ross could have looked, okay.
Ross could have been
He's
him.
the voice of Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
If this is the fake fact and he's not even the voice of Homer Simpson, I'm so annoyed. That's so weird that he's the voice of Homer. That doesn't make any sense in my brain.
Yeah.
Because he does look more like a Ross Geller character. But he's so good at David. It would have been quite a shame to lose him as David because David's so like wet. Like a little wet towel. And Ross is, but not really. Okay.
Interesting, isn't it? I mean, I don't really know what Hank Azaria looks like. So all I'm imagining is like a non-Simpsons version of
Homer Simpson. Okay, let me get you.
Very interesting. A little bonus fact on this. Chandler, that role was originally intended for Jon Favreau.
Really?
Yeah.
See, this is a hard one to know if it's fake or not because they're all relevant actors at the time. So it would make sense that it would go to one of them. But also there's loads of shows like that where someone is meant to be auditioned as this person, then became this person, all this kind of stuff. And you end up in everyone ends up in the right roles, obviously, at the end. But like, I'm pretty sure Phoebe, like Lisa Kudrow, auditioned for Rachel or something. So if it's already happening within, God, I've seen the Friends reunion. I should know this.
You should really. And this is I don't know if you call yourself like a Friends fan, but you know how like Friends fans are just, it's like all or nothing. Like people who drink Diet Coke. It's like you don't just have a Diet Coke. If you drink Diet Coke, it's your personality.
Yeah.
I think that's the same with Friends fans.
Yeah, to an extent. I would have been like that, I guess, growing up. I do have a lot of friends who are like Friends fans. But I would have grown up watching it. But I wouldn't just sit down and go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to rewatch Friends, I think. I know a lot of people who it still is a comfort show for them. But I think it's more kind of, if I was watching linear television and there was nothing going on and it was the only thing on, I would watch it. But I would never go, oh God, what streaming platform is it on?
You get Friends in Ireland?
Yeah, we watched it on, I think when I was growing up, it was E4 we watched it on.
Pay for that? Get that one free as well.
It's part of your Sky situation, isn't it? E4?
Is it? I don't know if you'd get it in Ireland. It's a British broadcaster, isn't it?
God, why are you...
I'm just saying, if you want things, you should pay for them.
Oh, okay. What? You should have thought of that when you infiltrated my country then. What are you talking about? You pay for them.
I didn't infiltrate your country.
Right, give me back 700 years of my life and we'll talk about it then. Jeez, come on. Colonizer energy off you. I can't have call the midwife.
Just pay for what you're watching.
Okay, sorry. I can't watch BBC News.
I actually really like Ireland and the Irish. I just like to make that clear.
You don't come across that way.
I really do. I don't even hate the Irish. I have an Irish friend.
It's not even me.
Okay, so that's fact number one.
Fine.
Do you want to go straight on to fact number 2?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Just let that ruminate. Let that sort of
I'm scared.
float around in your brain.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about whether that, might be true or might not be true. Why would I have chosen a Friends fact if I don't watch Friends? That's very interesting, isn't it?
See, the thing is, I kind of believe... So is the fact, can I just clarify?
Yeah.
Is the fact the David and Ross situation?
Yeah.
Not Chandler and John?
No, that was just a little bonus.
Okay. Because I was say that's the one I definitely do believe.
Right, yeah, that was season.
So I was like, if you sprinkle that in, I'm not having that.
No, that was just, just trying to make conversation. That's it. Okay. Right. Fact number 2. Breaking Bad fan?
I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
No,
So that's
it's actually one of those controversial shows I've never seen. But I get quite into television shows, but sometimes I come to them quite late. Like I started watching Game of Thrones when the final season was airing.
Okay.
So everyone was freaking out and I was like, I'm just here having a good time.
Well, to be fair, I was the same with Breaking Bad. I started watching it after it had completely finished.
Okay.
So, but I love it. It's worth a watch.
Okay. I have a friend who doesn't like it. So
okay. But obviously you know the sort of premise behind it.
Yeah. I know a lot of the references because it was big at a time where Tumblr would have been quite big. So I've seen a lot of the GIFs, I suppose.
Fine. Okay, fine. Well, my second fact is the series Breaking Bad was inspired by a true story of a chemistry teacher turned methamphetamine kingpin.
Oh, that doesn't sound real, but that makes me think it could be real.
Do you want backstory?
Yeah.
So the creator Vince Gilligan saw a newspaper article about Dwight Walker, an elementary school teacher from Ohio who turned to creating and selling meth to pay his wife's medical bills. And he got away with it for about 2.5 years before being caught and arrested while making a deal in a chicken shop. So that is the inspiration behind the Los Pollos Hermanos, the chicken shop that is part of the whole drugs empire in the show.
Cool.
I know you don't watch it, but I wanted to give you that because that gives it validity.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I'm not the only person receiving that information. Got you. I'll be honest, when you said location, I was expecting a little Florida moment because, that's where all the weird stuff happens. All the weird things going on. To be honest, it's kind of a believable story for obviously people in desperate situations to turn to drugs. So I do kind of get it. So is the exact plot line right, as in he has cancer? Is that what you said?
So the plot of obviously Breaking Bad is that
he has cancer.
He has cancer.
Yeah,
but the actual true story was that his wife
had cancer. Yeah, sorry.
It wasn't actually specified what his wife had, but he needed to pay her medical bills.
Okay, got you.
And then that kind of then, like when you plan things, that snowballed into what Breaking Bad is now.
Do I believe it or do I want to believe it? That's the thing. I want that to be true. I think that it sounds likely. But it also sounds very unlikely. These are really hard, actually.
Thanks.
Because I think the Friends one is true. But David being the voice of Homer. Is that part of the fact?
What?
David being the voice of Homer Simpson in Friends.
Yeah, because he is.
Okay. No, I just mean like...
The fact...
If I say, oh, I think that one's true, and then you go at the end, no, it's not a lie because I said he was the voice of Homer Simpson and he isn't.
No, right. Fact number 1, the role of Ross was originally offered to the man who voices Homer Simpson. Fact number 2, the series Breaking Bad was inspired by a true story of a chemistry teacher turned methamphetamine kingpin. In and around all of that, may or may not be true, may just be used to try and fluff up a fake fact.
Just don't know if you're dancing, do you know what I mean?
These are the facts that I need you to decide are fact or fiction.
Okay, got it.
Should we go to fact number 3?
Yeah, go on.
Didn't expect to have to be explaining the format in the
Well, I just feel like you're going, because I tricked you last week, you're going to try get me on a sly one. That's what I'm picturing. Is that you're going to try get me on a sly
I'm all about
one.
playing by the rules. I'm all about playing by the rules.
Good, because I didn't break them.
Fact number 3. I want you to guess something for this fact, actually. What would you say is the scripted television series that has received the highest viewing figures? What would you sort of picture to be as sort of the highest viewing figure from a scripted TV series?
Well, I would have said Friends, but obviously that is part of fact one, so I feel like it's not Friends. Maybe like a scripted series doesn't have to be a sitcom, I guess.
No.
Okay. I would have said The Red Wedding, maybe, of Game of Thrones, or The Reunion of Neighbours, maybe. I don't know. Coronation Street. Something like that. Some random
This is
one.
worldwide, by the way, so...
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, not just like British or...
Oh, don't know.
Okay, well, The Walking Dead. Do you watch Walking Dead?
No.
Okay, fine. It's about zombies and stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. I don't care.
So that holds the Guinness World Record for the most viewers for a scripted television series. It was for the season 5 premiere episode titled No Sanctuary, which aired in 2014, and it got a whopping 17.3 million viewers.
Well, that's quite impressive.
Really impressive. So that, put that in perspective, that's about the population of the Netherlands.
Wow. And it's about half of the amount of people that watched this first episode of this podcast.
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah. So they're doing well.
Yeah.
They're doing well. I didn't watch The Walking Dead. Oh, by the way, I think that's true because it was really boring. So, like, surely you didn't make that up because I have instantly forgotten everything about it.
Or am I giving you a boring fact that actually isn't true? Oh, I'm good at I should play the Joker because I'm actually really good at these
think
mind
that's
games.
true because I'm going to stand by that it was boring. I think, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I didn't watch The Walking Dead because I thought I would have really liked the first series, but after the first series, I mean, why? Surely they've killed everyone by then, or else, would you survive a zombie apocalypse? I don't really see the point. Because what's going to happen after? You're going to find some sanctuary of people? You're not.
They did.
Well, no, I guess I'll never watch the show.
Not at the end.
Anyway.
I haven't just spoiled the end. Like that's that's not what happens at the end, but that happens at various points within the series.
Yeah.
I think I would survive. I think I'm very.
Oh no, I definitely don't think you would survive. I meant like, would you want to survive it?
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't think I'd survive?
No.
The fuck? Why?
Unless it turns into Shaun of the Dead, I don't think you'd survive it.
You don't think I would survive, me personally?
No, not at all.
Why?
I don't know. You don't give killing zombies in an apocalypse energy.
You're actually joking?
No, I'm not. I don't think you would. I don't think I would survive it. I don't think it's
you
a
would.
controversial take to think that you
I
wouldn't
think you
survive the end of the world.
You wouldn't, because I think you're
I'm not bothered.
little London lady now, and you're used to all of your home comforts. You wouldn't. It wouldn't be like the sort of the flesh-eating zombies that would kill you. You just wouldn't be able to handle like camping.
I've camped.
Am I right?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, right.
No, what would get me is that I'm gluten intolerant. So when everyone cleared out the supermarkets, I wouldn't be able to eat
That's so
anything.
true. And when everyone's just surviving on bread, you'd be like,
I'm like, must be nice.
so true.
Yeah, that's what'll get me
Yeah,
in the
okay.
end. Yeah. Also, when I run out of people to be able to tell that I'm gluten intolerant too.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, when everyone's dead, and you're like, oh, who will I tell now?
I've no one left to tell.
I'm moaning about my bloat.
What's the point in having an intolerance if you're going to tell everyone about it?
Very true. Very true. Okay, so that's my third fact.
Okay. Yeah. So I didn't like that one, but it's an interesting fact, but I think it's not interesting enough to sway me.
Okay.
I liked it as a fact, but I don't care. David. David. And the second one was
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Oh, that's so plausible. I think it's the Friends one that is fake. And I'm so nervous about this. So I think the Walking Dead one's definitely real.
Okay.
I think the Breaking Bad one is just so quirky and interesting that it does make me think that it is real. I also think a lot of people could be driven there. I think it's a very interesting story. It's a bit fun. But yeah, I think people... And I just think the voice of Homer wasn't in the running to play Ross and Friends.
Okay.
Why would you pick a Friends fact when you don't know anything?
You're really getting yourself down into a rabbit hole here, aren't you?
I know.
I can see the sort of inner workings of your mind just unraveling.
I was quite confident there, and then I thought, you don't know who David is. So you wouldn't... If ChatGPT had said, oh yeah, the voice of Homer, but then he ended up playing David, you would have been like, okay, fine. But you don't know who David is. So you don't know that those are similar characters in the...
Why does it matter that they're similar characters?
Because he was in the running to play Ross. So he would have suited to play Ross in another life, maybe.
So were David and Ross similar characters?
Not really. But like looks-wise, maybe.
Right.
Meekness. Weak men, maybe.
Okay,
I'm going to stick to the Friends thing.
Okay.
Because I just want the Breaking Bad one to be true.
I was really annoyed last week.
As if you're turning this into an episode of The X Factor.
I was going to be...
Oh.
What's wrong with that? Sorry for just trying to add a bit of a bit of drama into the proceedings.
Sprinkle it.
Okay, just got it. I can't now. I'm now out of the zone.
Oh, listen.
I was completely in the moment then. And
Right, you were really annoyed last week.
You've said the Friends fact is the big fact lie. Okay, so which means obviously you think that the Walking Dead fact was true, and the Breaking Bad fact was true. I can tell you're absolutely wrong.
Yeah, fair.
The
Breaking Bad thing. Yeah.
I'm
the Breaking
really
Bad
happy.
thing. Yeah,
I'm really happy because you're absolutely right. The Walking Dead fact really boring, but true.
I bet that was your favorite fact, and now you're like insecure.
No, it was actually the last one I got after ChatGPT kept dicking me about.
Oh, and so you were threatened.
And I went to Google in the end and just said, what show has the highest views?
Okay, fair. The Breaking Bad. Oh, that's so annoying.
So the Breaking Bad was completely made up.
Yeah.
It wasn't Dwight Walker. I was looking at the Walking Dead fact when I gave him the surname Walker. He didn't exist. He wasn't an elementary school teacher from Ohio.
Wow.
And it was completely made up.
That's annoying because I don't know. It just makes a lot of sense that you would see a story like that online and go, nice. That's a TV show there.
Yeah.
Boom, TV.
Boom. There we go.
Well,
so that makes me very happy. So that's 1-1.
1-1, baby.
Yeah.
1-1.
What was it that swayed you towards thinking the Friends fact was untrue?
I actually just think it was the vibe of wanting The Walking Dead thing to be true. I also think I got really bogged down on the idea that the guy who plays David plays Homer Simpson, and I think that psyched me out, which is like quite dumb because as I was saying, literally I said this, so many people on that show were auditioning for the wrong roles and got moved around. So
that's why I thought that you were going to get it right.
Yeah, I balled that actually.
Because when we were talking about it, you were literally like, well, person who played Phoebe, person who played blah, blah, and I was like, she knows that.
No, I did. To be honest, I did know that.
Yeah, well.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, well.
Because I just did know that.
Well, but you didn't.
I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
I wanted the Breaking Bad.
I think you talked yourself out of it as well. You fully talked yourself out of that. Yeah. Well, I'm very proud of myself, so that's 1-1.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game. I'll get you next time.
We'll see. Obviously, your episode next week.
Yeah.
Have you had a thought about your topic?
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of moving away from the telly box.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what to go for. I guess I might need some help, to be honest. If anyone wants to send me a suggestion, please, of things that we think we could trick Tom on.
Yeah.
Just looking at you, sports, maybe?
What the fuck?
I don't know. You don't look very musical. Maybe I could get you there as well.
I'm musical.
Okay.
Ish. I can self-taught guitar.
Oh.
Bit of singing. You never heard my luscious tones?
No.
Okay. Well, you're missing out. You're missing out. Okay, well, obviously, if you have an idea for a topic that we can cover, it's at Big Fact Pod on Instagram. We're also on TikTok as well. Go and find us there. And don't forget to leave us a review wherever you get your podcast. We'd absolutely love to hear your feedback.
Don't forget to join us next week, where, once again, I am going to regain my top spot. I will end up at the top of that leaderboard. I have been Susan Owens.
And I've been Tom Willits.
And this is the Big Fact Podcast.